Bitcoin on Coinbase reaches lowest level since 2015 as whales withdraw billions of dollars of Bitcoins. So you're telling me that whales keep their Bitcoin on Coinbase? Bitcoin, crypto, morning tea, hey. Good morning, everybody. My name's pianomattyb. That is Scaramucci's. This is your morning TA. A brief glimpse into the crypto markets where the sun's shining, where the winds blow. All the humble opinion of this piano Zamboni ringing the a FOMO index has jumped up to 78 from yesterday's 72. Bitcoin dominance is 51.8%. 24-hour volume is 91 billion. The overall market cap, 1.95 trillion. Give or take 100 million. Well, have we lodged ourselves into another price mincer to nowhere? As the price of Bitcoin stalled out again on us, one might think that the millions of daily inflows that are aping into Bitcoin might move the price up a little at least. And if it doesn't, one might ask, well then, what does? What will anything? After taking a drunk frat boy college try at 53K price action, was insta rejected down past the 20, and the 50 moving average finding a bottom and a bounce at 50.8, then screeched its tires, leaving a juicy wick back up to 52.4, where we got rejected again and has limped down all night to a time of production, 51.2, placing us under the 20 and the 50 moving average, place we haven't been under since way back on February 7th. It seems like forever, but it was exactly 2 weeks ago. It's hard to believe, isn't it? Under all three moving averages and sitting at 42K gross 2 weeks ago. To me, it feels like 2 months, but that's how the market warps our sense of time. Even when we see a 20% gain in 2 weeks, we still somehow feel like the market is stagnant and boring, even though most TARD-FI stonks outside of tech won't see a 20% move in 2 years. We see a 20% jump up and still scream from the top of our roofs. When moon, we are oscillating around our mean reversion price of 51.7, bouncing back and forth within a 1.5% swing channel until we get up and over our channel of resistance at 53.4. We'll likely keep mincing this price action, maybe even retesting support down at 50K. Even that range is only 3% either way from our mean reversion, but regardless of price action movement or lack thereof. As retail traders, the concept of millions of inflows racking up zero price action, even downward pressure, really questions the validity of how markets work. We're sold a simple story of supply and demand. And never, I say never, have we witnessed a David and Goliath example of supply and demand. I'm not sure there is another example in the stock market's histoire of more demand meeting less supply ever. In fact, I know this is true because this is the first time the market has met a truly finite asset. So this is the outlying example of supply and demand. Yet still price doesn't move. But this is where things get interesting. Because the truth is the market has never seen a finite asset like Bitcoin, and try as it might to run its legacy scams and manipulation on it. The supply shock is not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. The hodl class knows this, even if the tourista, retail, fly-by-nighters don't. They soon will as they sell into the mouths of BlackRock and watch the price get so far away from them, they'll be telling the story of how they sold at 50K right before the price exploded. These are things we know because we've been here long enough to have learned these lessons. We sat through the bear markets and questions our entire lives and every decision that brought us here, kept us here, and keeps us here. Yes, the price action can bore you to death right after a face melting pump. And yeah, the big tard-fi hedge funds can give you the speculative creeps as their bony old hands stroke the buy button. But it's patience that brought you here. It's patience that kept you here. And it's patience that the market rewards. Remember, when the market moves, it wants to take as few people with it as possible. And in these stagnant times of little to no movement is where your resolve and patience will be put to the test. But it's also where you will be inevitably rewarded the most. Just kind of feels like forever sometimes. Would you look at that, my friends? The sun's up. It's another beautiful day here on planet Earth. A day none of us are guaranteed. We're not guaranteed these days, yet we're lucky enough to have them anyway. So get out there and knock them dead. And remember, we're playing the same game as our psychopathic elected leash. That's right, it's the long game. So zoom out and have a fantastic day. And we'll be going live right away, so grab yourself a coffee. Join me for a quick one, and by all means, sing it with me now. I'll run the banks of boom to spang, Bitcoin, crypto, morning tea. Hey, whoa, Sneaky Pete, he takes the prize. You're right. P does stand for hell yeah. It's a silent P. Or a silent B in Canada. Yeah, as Sneaky Pete would know, he's a Canadian. A lot of our B's are silent, and our O's are oohs and whatnot. So yeah, it's pianomattyb, hell yeah. I just shortened it for a B. It's a silent B, but Sneaky Pete knows. 2 weeks ago, 42K. Now just let that sit in for a second. 2 weeks ago. Roughly 3 weeks before that, 37K. 3 weeks before that. And about 2 months ago, we were down at 32K. 2 months ago. So 20K in 2 months. That is quite spectacular when you think about it. However, we don't care about what happened 2 months ago. We care about what's happening right now and what's going to happen in the next 5 minutes. Because we're in the Bitcoin market. We need gains. We need gains. We need movement. I don't care. Let's have a dump. At least it'll give me the dopamine that we're all longing for. It doesn't move for 1 second. And you know, that's it's boring. It's so bizarre, isn't it? Because we're so used to long periods of nothing happening, right? And we all become, hey, it's Jen Friesen, stage manager at the Jimmy. We're all used to these long periods of stuck in our channel of eternal monotony, wondering, why am I here? And then boom, we get these wild pumps. And while the pumps are going, everyone's kind of like at baseline. It's like, yeah, this is the Bitcoin I know. This is the Bitcoin that I know and love. And then it starts to consolidate again. And then we're like, yeah, so boring. Oh, Jesus. Let's take a look at these charts. A 4-hour chart, the noisy little so-and-so. Look at that. So where are we? Where's that? That is February 14th. Jeez, this is just a week. It's just a week. But it seems like forever. 1 week of consolidation, basically, this is 1.5%. This is 1.5%. So roughly a 3% channel for a week. Doesn't matter. I don't care what numbers you spit out. It's still boring. Even if it's a week. I don't care if it's a day. If it's 2 days. But the question is, millions of inflows every day. Millions of inflows every day. Price action doesn't move. If not, gets a little weak. It starts to beg the question, well, what the F is going on? What the F is going on? And, you know, if you're like me and you watch other YouTubers, what they have to say about it, it's generally more or less the same answer. Well, there's the same amount of selling pressure. Is there? Is there the same amount of? Is there millions and millions of selling pressure whilst there's millions and millions of buying pressure? Is there? I don't know. Of course, I honestly don't know, but Captain Swanky Pants with the OTC stash drying up. Where could price go? I love that because what is it? There's something like, and correct me if I'm wrong, my numbers, me no num sometimes. 18, 19, max 20 billion dollars of OTC remaining. What happens after that? What happens after that? I don't know. I guess that's when we see a pump like we've never seen. Imagine they're basically going to have to, the price is going to have to go up so much just to rip Bitcoin from hodlers' hands. And that's essentially what they're going to have to do. Because I would argue that even at 100K, there will be some profit taking, but there won't be like selling off. Like I'm out. It's 100K here. Here's my Bitcoin. See you later. There might be some take what you put in and get out. Let's say you over the the bear market, you put in 10K, you put in 30K, you put in 40K, maybe, who knows? Put in 100K. When it hits 100K, well, there might be some profit taking. Take the money off the table, right? Now you're playing with house money. I understand that. But the concept of people selling their Bitcoin, let's say you have one Bitcoin, selling it at 100K, I just don't see it. Unless desperate times call for desperate measures and, you know, then all bets are off, right? But that's what they're going to have to do. And if there's nothing on OTC, that's really the only thing that's driving and not driving these pumps and dumps, right? You would think, imagine if they were having to pry it from the hands of the hodlers. It's just not going to happen. I know 100K to me, listen, I'd love 100K in my pocket. But what am I going to do with $100,000 fiat currency? Just watch it melt. Watch it melt away. And then, oh no, I better spend it on shit I don't need or else it's going to melt away. No. We're generally here for the long term. We've been here this long. Randy Hipper, Miss Teen Crypto. Smash the likes for pianomattyB's amazing TA and music. Thank you, Randy Hipper. It was her birthday last Saturday. Was Saturday or last Friday? Hey, there's a Duke emoji. Do you see it? Like yesterday's stream when he saw his Duke emoji, his face just lit up. It was great. So let's go back to the ding dong here. You know what? I forgot to tell you. Do you see these lines here? These are something I'm kind of experimenting with the Lux Algo. So I've been talking with the good folks at Lux Algo about their tech, and then I was like, well, I'm a support and resistance and Fibonacci guy. You run into those guys. Hi, my name's pianomattyb. I'm a support and resistance Fibonacci guy. You probably hear that all the time. And so when it comes to fancy indicators, I don't know. I'm a kind of like a fingers maxi. When I mean a fingers maxi, I mean as a guitar player, if I have more than one or two pedals, it's because I'm not good, right? I need some fancy sound manipulation to make my fingers sound good. But as you play guitar longer, your fingers get stronger, and then the tone is in the fingers. You don't need all these pedals. So as you do a lot of trading, we're losing 51. You do a lot of trading, the indicators become more noisy than they do helpful. And that's how I resort to support and resistance and Fibonacci. Lo and behold, Lux Algo has, it's called the predictive price. And when I clicked on it, it basically matched my support and resistance and my Fibonacci. So I'm like, this is a good one to deep dive. So I'm going to deep dive into it and see what I like about it. I like the fact that it instantly clicked on these lines that I had, right? So that means we're speaking the same language of support and resistance and Fibonacci's. It's a bullish whistle, Sneaky Pete. So I drew these in a couple weeks ago, this ascending channel, and we are more or less respecting it somewhat. We've deviated from it. Could we go down to here? Where's here? 49.8. Yeah, cracking 50K. I don't know if we're going to do it. It's such a psychological so-and-so that if we do hit that, everyone will lose their minds. We're below 50K, but it will just be a quick. These dips are essentially bought up. But then again, you have to ask yourself, who's selling? Who's selling? Who's dumping enough to go down to 49K? I don't know. I don't know who would be doing that. Another reminder on, is it Wednesday today? Yes, it is Wednesday. Holy smokes. Tomorrow we're doing that members piano stream. Not just members, everyone's invited. But that's thanks to Golden 0669. He donated all the memberships to everyone. So regardless, we will still do a piano stream. Start 50 minutes early so people can get their requests, and we'll just focus on, there'll be no crowd, right? So we'll just focus on, maybe Jen will be there, the stage manager. Maybe Jen will be the only person in the house. Oh yeah, Dave Digital, I forgot. Yeah, well, I saw this question a bunch of times about Discord. I know not of Discord, what it is, what it would do, what the advantages or disadvantages of it. Doesn't stop me from starting one. And I know there is one, I think Tillin McPooch might have started it, but I just started one. I don't know. We'll build it, see what happens. Maybe there's some fun stuff to do that. Here's the link is in the chat. Dave put it in the chat. Maybe I'll add it to the description box. Maybe that's a smart thing to do, isn't it? Last night I actually tuned into Crypto Billy 111's Crypto Goat Tales. I can't remember. I'm saying it wrong, I think. But it's such an interesting concept. And then in a nutshell, and I hope I don't get this wrong. he's doing chapters where he invites people in the crypto sphere, and I suppose some people outside of it. It's mainly crypto, and they talk about their expertise, and every word is a word in the book. So all these spaces will be chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, chapter 5. So it's an interesting concept, and I think it's going to be pretty cool to see the book once it finally comes out and have in written format what everyone was talking about. 30 chapters, Dave says. Yeah, 30 chapters in the book, and they're all predicated on what happened last night. So you might want to check out CryptoBilly111 on Twitter and make sure that you tune into his spaces every Tuesday. I tune in at 8, and of course 8 o'clock is my bedtime. So I start listening, and then I try to keep my eyes open. I lasted about 45 minutes before I got swept away into old slumber sleep. But it's a super amazing idea. I think it's going to be a big hit. Hit the likes, people. Hit it all day. Hit the likes while you listen to this song. Hit the likes, hit it all day long. Hit the likes while you listen to this song. It's Wednesday morning. It's really cold in Winnipeg, but that doesn't stop Carl Elder from sending a super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat, Carl Elder, who really likes Part-Time Lover by Stevie Wonder. Don't you, Carl Elder? You love that. You requested it again last night, and we kind of, or the last Saturday. Oh, how's it going, buddy?
Good.
Thing about Part-Time Lover is that anything by Stevie Wonder is ridiculously hard to sing because he's a singing phenomenon. And so whatever, the chorus, part-time lover, then it goes, it gets super high. But guess what? We'll try it. We'll try it out. Look who's here. It's Duck Duck. Duke, are you bearish or bullish?
Boys.
Bullish? How come you're bullish?
I don't know.
You don't know. Sometimes you just don't know. Sometimes it's a gut feeling, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's do some shout outs, shall we? Carl Elder.
Carl Elder.
And a super chat.
Carl Super Chat.
Bruce Mai.
Bruce Mai.
And Hassan Pfeffer.
Hassan Pfeffer.
Dave Digital, the goat, goat.
Dave Digital.
Two hands, buddy. Does this hand not work? Is something wrong with it?
Dave Digital.
The goat.
The goat.
Oh, sorry. Christopher.
Christopher.
Sneaky Pete Vaporizers.
Sneaky Pete Vaporizers.
Missing Crypto.
Missing Crypto.
Randy Hipper. Randy Hipper.
Randy Hipper.
Whoa, what did I do here? Hold on a second, buddy. We got a super chat. It threw me for a loop here. Let's get back to it. Okay. Super chat from Captain. Why is it? Did it disappear? Sorry, buddy. Here it is. Captain Swanky Pants. FOMO in at the top. Okay. Yeah, let's do FOMO in at the top for Captain Swanky Pants.
FOMO in at the top. Non-stop. Myself. A FOMO in at the top. Now I'm down a lot. I shoot a hellcore. The resistance became support. I shoot a hellcore. The resistance became support. jumping off a bridge. All my friends are doing drugs. Everybody's cracking beers. Who the am I the judge? I suppose I shouldn't care. Influences, I suppose I shouldn't care. Influences everywhere telling me I'm missing out. 'Cause I'm a party pooper.
Party pooper.
I pull my way at the top. Now I'm down. A white.
Nice job, buddy. Good job. You're a party pooper. I get it. Nice. Well, folks, thank you for tuning in. Couple of reminders. Check out CryptoBilly111 on Twitter to get to the Goat Tales on Tuesday night. And why not, while you're here, check out Miss Teen Crypto Randy Hipper. She's on in 15 minutes. Lots of alpha from Randy Hipper. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Much appreciated. Thank you for the super chats. And we will see you all. Look at that sweet reverb. Tomorrow!
Make sure you like and subscribe.